Boker Tov, Erev Shabbat Shalom. Tizkudu Rabot, Tovat B'neimot. Baruch Hashem, already at Shabbat. Thank God it was hard to go a few days without another Shabbat. So Baruch Hashem, the calendar worked out that we can go right into Shabbat after the Chagim. But I think it's befitting the first Shabbat of the week to speak very quick about some halachot that pertain to Shenayim Mikra veEchad Targum. Very common. I know almost everyone here does it, but it's important to remind ourselves and re-emphasize the importance of a commitment to studying every day and learning and understanding the Parasha. Shulchan Aruch in Siman Reish Peh explains, Af al pi she'adam, he quotes the Gemara, Shomea kol haTorah kula kol Shabbat betzibur, chayav likrot le'atzmo b'chol shavua parashat oto hashavua. Even though we hear the Torah being read in Beit Knesset and Kanisa every single week, nevertheless, every individual has an obligation to read the Parasha for himself every week. Shenayim Mikra veEchad Targum. Twice the Mikra, 2 times the actual text, and 1 time the Targum. 1 time he's referring to Targum Onkelos, the translation and the explanation of Onkelos, who is found in the margins of most of the prints of the Chumashim. Afilu atarot ve'divon, even the atarot and divon, says the Shulchan Aruch. So there are many discussions in the commentators. What does this mean? What's the most preferred way? How? What's the system? What's the structure? And when we learn this with Rabban Chaim, he said, at the end of the day, just make it very clear. Anytime you teach his halachot, that don't forget the goal of it is to achieve reading it twice and having an explanation, a commentary on it as well. So some say you should read each pasuk twice, and then the translation, and then the targum. Others say you should read every parashat setuma petucha, meaning not the aliyah, but in the Torah. If you look, there's different breaks in the Torah. They say this was the minhag of the Gra potentially. That you would read that chunk and then again, and then read the translation for that chunk. Others say just read the entire aliyah. There's a breakdown of 7 aliyot for 7 days of the week. Some do every day an aliyah with the targum. Whatever you do, as long as you're reading and studying the parasha, Rabbi Chaim says they're all good, they're all okay. It's important to just emphasize the significance of doing Shenayim Mikra veEchad Targum and allotting time daily in our busy schedules to make sure we understand and learn the parasha. And the Shulchan Aruch continues in Seif Bet, Im lamad haparasha bepirush Rashi, chashuv kemo targum. If he learns the parasha with the commentary of Rashi, it's as if he learned it with a targum, with the targum onkelos. The Yirat Shamayim yikra targum vegam perush Rashi, and someone who has Yirat Shamayim will read both the targum of the onkelos and with perush Rashi. So this is where the question comes up. So does English account? This is a very common question they ask us in our minyan every single year in 130, and it's an important idea. Someone who's starting to do this, he wants to do this for the first time. He doesn't know what onkelos, he doesn't know Aramaic. How does it help him at all to break his head trying to understand those words? So the halacha is actually, Mishnah brings it. He explains, he quotes in that they had some sort of sefer kigon sefer tzena urena. He goes sefer ha'mevarim et parasha al pi pirush Rashi u'shar chachamim zal ha'binuyim al yisod ha'talmud. He explains that when there's a translation that's built with Rashi, based off Rashi, or based off different commentators, this suffices as the Targum if someone needs it to be. So for example, someone who's a beginner and wants to get his feet wet with it should not be discouraged whatsoever. In fact, he should be encouraged to read the parasha once or twice on his own, and then read the English translation of Art Scroll. Art Scroll uses the Chachamim, they use Rashi. That's in the Chumash, the main translation is based on Rashi. So that's, by all means, no one should be discouraged to do so. Okay, eventually he'll grow and get to Rashi, he'll get to the Targum, but it's very important to understand that there's hierarchy of where you are in your life, at what part, where you begin, and encourage people to grow from where they are, not discourage them for not achieving what the literal law says, but it's something that we should all push our friends to do. It's something easy, and it's something that is impactful every year. If we stick to the schedule, we'll finish the Torah twice, and a commentary and a perush is something that sustains our lives, and we should encourage others to begin this as well with the first week of the year. Have a wonderful day, and Shabbat Shalom.